It's a little off-putting when you load your game and immediately get greeted by, like, creepy church singing. I feel like I'm in some sort of ritual. I feel like I'm gonna get stripped naked, tied to an altar, and have someone cut my dick off and force it down my throat or something. What? I beat the Hydra. Why is it still so sinister around here? What was an item? I love me an item. I'm gonna go get that item. What are you, item? Black Knight leggings? That's unexpected, but okay. Just the leggings. Someone's just dropped trow and run off. Like a Black Knight was down here and really needed to take a shit. And after popping a squat and squeezing one out, he noticed that he'd actually got a little bit of a nasty skid in his pants and was like, you know what, fuck it. It's basically the apocalypse around here. No one's gonna care if I walk around with no trousers on. So we just left them there. Which is much better than putting them back on and risking getting nappy rash, which would be a disappointing and honestly somewhat embarrassing affliction to suffer with as a grown knight of Gwyn. You know what I'm saying? So, crabs. Not crabs, clams. They're like crabs, but no, they're nothing like crabs. Don't try and defend that. Just accept that you made a mistake, Joe, and move on. We're going to this tree, and then when we're done in that tree, we're going to the even bigger tree behind it. And it's going to be fun. We're going to find some good shit. We're gonna not run into anything we don't want to run into. Honestly, what could possibly go wrong? Honestly. We're honest. Okay, it's a basilisk, but, you know, of all the things I could possibly run into, that's one of the less threatening, let's be real. I mean, what's it gonna do? Try and curse me and fail? Because that's what most of them do. That's generally their lot in life. Occasionally they actually succeed, but... Are you the Black Knight who lost his trousers? You're quite clearly not a Black Knight. You're quite clearly a lady who wants to punch me and can't work out terrain. I guess we'll fight the witch's hat pitchfork woman instead then. Is a pitchfork a weapon in this game? I don't remember the pitchfork. Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? Fuck, one of them's a wizard. There's a wizard. There be wizardry afoot. Fuck off. Way to be an asshole. Right, let's finish this one up. Let's give this lady a few pokes. Then we'll get her pitchfork wielding friend. And I guess we're gonna have to deal with the fucking soul mass abuser sooner or later, so one of them popped. What a wit. Oh shit, well that was a bad roll, wasn't it? I might even call that not a roll at all. Believe me though, I tried. God damn it, did I try. You know what, I'm just gonna take it to the face, it's fine. I need to make some stabs. She's just punching me. She's just giving me a punch. Sorry, Missy. Why were you worse? She was worth less souls than the ones that were far less dangerous. But can I get that? Is that a thing I can get? Also, what's flapping so loud? I know there's drakes outside of here, but god damn, that was loud. It's oppressive. Oh, that was a good time. That gave me a right chuckle. The hole there, Joe. Watch your step. You know, sometimes I get salty about dying in Dark Souls, and other times I think I've like... See, right, here's the thing. I like Dark Souls a lot. It's a good game. And what happens a lot in Dark Souls? Well, dying happens a lot in Dark Souls. So it's one of those conditioned reactions where if I die in a video game now, I'm kind of like, this reminds me of Dark Souls. I love being reminded of Dark Souls, and there's no better time to be reminded of Dark Souls than when you're playing Dark Souls. So all of that combined just it results in just a unique euphoria. The sort that you only really expect people with fedoras to ever really achieve. I'd like it to go on record that I do not in fact own a fedora, nor a trilby, or any sort of, the fuck? This isn't what was in here a minute ago. Where the fuck did you lads come from? I killed the big bad man, or the three big bad men in fact, and they got replaced by fuck. Where the fuck did you come from? Jesus, that was a jump scare and a half. Golly gee, wow. Fucking Outlast does nothing on this game. Where were you hiding, little boy? With your little punchy fist? I've got to say, this model is like, it's a fairly obscure one in Dark Souls, outside of down here in Ash Lake, which is an area I don't normally come to anyway, because why the fuck would I? I think there's only 2 in the game, and they're like deep in the forest, and you don't really get a proper look at them. It's a fucking cool model. Every time I see it, I'm just like, that's a really cool model. Like, it looks really like fleshy, like the little stumpy legs have like just the right amount of folds in them, and just the way their knuckles are just covered in blood. It's just awesome. I don't like the fact that their eyes look like the saggy chest of a middle-aged beer-chugging man, but aside from that, good design. Good design. I'm actually surprised. Has there ever been a mushroom boss in Dark Souls? There was some kind of mushroomy things in Bloodborne, I think, from what I recall. But like, I'm surprised there hasn't just been like a really big one of those lads with the big punchy fists. That would have been cool. Take note, From Software, if you ever make Dark Souls 4, maybe it's time for a giant mushroom boss. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised I did that first try, by the way. That little drop off, I usually fuck that up colossally. Is it down this little shaft here? Is this where that item was? Nothing else around here, is there? No, okay. I hope this is right, because I don't want to have to go around again, but I can't actually see from this angle. That turns out it was wrong. What the fuck was that item? How do I... Okay, well I guess we go around again then. This item had really, really better be worth it. I don't know what it could possibly be. Like, unless there's just like a partisan plus 15. Just lying there. That's the only possible upgrade I could have at this point, really. I'm such a supreme being. You saw what I did to Ornstein and Smough on the 8th attempt, was it? In the end, I eventually showed them a good time. Took them out to lunch. Told their mother not to wait up. I want that item. That item is something I would very much appreciate. It's a dragon scale. It was a dragon scale. Just one scale of a dragon. You know, like, dragons are made of those fucking things, right? I could just take a nice little razor blade to the back of the neck of one of these fuckers, and I'd have like 100 of them. Know what I'm saying? Just scrape a few off. Guy wouldn't even have to notice. Wouldn't even have to wake up. I mean, obviously I'll be doing it while they're asleep. I'm not man enough to actually go at one of these lads. Think I'm crazy? This is how I treat dragons. I just run the fuck away. Like any normal person. Like any sane individual would do. You don't stick around and fight a dragon. Like, come on now. can poke a rotting man with a stick. That's fine. I can handle that. But dragons? No, I'm good, thanks. And for anyone who's about to be like, Joe thinks he knows about Dark Souls, but he keeps calling them dragons when they're clearly drakes. Well, yeah, I know that. I'm well aware that they're clearly drakes, but I can't take the word Drake seriously because of that one musician called Drake. You know, the one who's always doing the sad raps. I just imagine him whenever I say the word Drake. The idea of like a flock of him flying along behind me, breathing lightning, is something that I'm surprised has never been modded into this game, in all honesty. So this is just the Everlasting Dragon. It's disappointing, honestly. I was expecting more of this game. I was expecting to find something super cool over here. And all I got was this lousy dragon greatsword and the ability to pray to his bloody stump. No, actually, I'm quite happy in my current covenant. I'm respected, kind of, in my current covenant. That one little egg sack lad likes to have a chat with me sometimes, and we get on quite well. Well, coming down here was pretty fucking worthless, wasn't it? What did I get? Some black trousers, a scale of a dragon, and a sword I can't use because I'm too weedy. What a good time this was. I guess we need to start thinking about progressing towards the end of this game. And I think I know where my next step is. Just a short hop, skip, and jump to a whole new area. Here we are, back at the All-Father's Parish, the city of the undead. A land like no other, a land full of masonry, crumbled, ruined architecture, and some trees. Good lord, is there some trees. A dark presence has emerged in the basin. Huh. Wasn't expecting that, but you know what? We'll give it a look-see. When it says in the basin, where does it mean exactly? Does it mean like down? Does it mean downstairs? Like where the Hydra is that I never killed? Is there going to be a Hydra along with this dark presence? There's something I want to try before I go downstairs anyway, because I don't know if you recall, but I now, I think, have 2 rings belonging to Knights of Gwyn. And just over hither, just over yonder, there is a door which says it will only grant passage to a Knight of Gwyn. So, the question arises, do I have some newfound capability to progress beyond this magically glowing doorway? Let's try, nice. Nice. I'm really proud of myself that I figured that out. I mean, I know it wasn't rocket science. I know it was hardly like a fucking mist puzzle. But you know what? That was a puzzle that I put 2 and 2 together, and I successfully got 4, and I think I deserve some sort of recognition for that. What the fuck am I going to end up fighting in here? I was super excited that I got through the doorway, and then I remembered what this place is. This is Darkroot Garden. This is the old wilderness. This isn't a sort of place you go on holiday, you know? You don't slip into a Speedo and go and sip margaritas in the Darkroot Garden. Okay, it's just these lads. They're in slightly different positions, but... Ow. Don't you fucking dare try and parry me, you piece of shit. Now, interestingly, I did try to use an Estus there. I don't know if I just didn't press the button hard enough because I might actually be literally retarded. Oh, look at all these things I've aggroed now. Look at all these trees. I kind of lost my bearings. I thought I was running back towards the door, but apparently I was running over to here, which turns out not that nice a place, all things considered. We're going to have to deal with the caster first. Like, I know there's plenty of things trying to get up in my day to ruin my shit, to cause me a most disappointing time. Okay, we good? I think the little rogue fella's pissed off. I don't know what happened to him, but I'm not overly upset about this. If you could come back and fight like a man instead of like a pussy, and we can really get somewhere. But you think a sword has got the range of a partisan? It kind of does. It's quite a long sword. He can almost certainly hit me from as far away as I can hit him. But the point stands that he doesn't have a partisan and I do, which clearly makes me the victor here. See, I bet you can't do that jump attack, can he? Also, he gets very confused and starts backing into walls a lot, which, you know, kind of plays to my advantage, I suppose. I had him anyway, though. You know? He just wanted to glitch out so that he'd have an excuse for losing. But, honestly, the victory was mine regardless. What happened to that roguey boy? He's gonna come try and backstab me when I'm not expecting it, and I don't want to have to deal with that. I haven't repaired my weapon all game. I forgot that was a thing you had to do in this game. Oh no. Let's switch to pyromancy for a minute. Shit. That was a whoopsie. That was a big old whoopsie doodle right there, wasn't it? That was the actions of a man who has got a bit too cushy, a bit too used to the super casual experience that is Dark Souls 3, where repairing weapons is just not a thing you have to worry about. It is a mechanic, it still exists, but you just don't have to do it. It's purely cosmetic. There you go, have a fireball. Oh, I did okay damage. Almost like trees are flammable or something. Although to be fair, this place looks quite moist. Like, I can't imagine setting fire to the woodlands around here would be that easy. Imagine there's a lot of dampness in the air. Hey. I think that was a fair exchange of blows. I'm not entirely dissatisfied with that. This way takes me to bad places, so let's not go there. Oh, that was good. That was a fun little cage of branches I made myself there. I was expecting more Forest Guardian men to try and ruin my day, to be honest. There's not been a great deal many of them. There's usually a cleric and a barbarian and an archer. Another swordsman right there. I see him. I think that's the cleric over there. I think they do all exist. I just happen to skirt around them. Oh, hello. Found the archer as well. Nice. I don't know where I'm going. Like, I can't really take on a boss fight when my weapon's about to collapse into kindling, but I just having a bit of a walk around, you know. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with getting to grips with your surroundings, taking out the place, you know what I mean? And Eric's blacksmith's really far away. Can we just have a bit of a look around? we just enjoy the forest scenery for a while. Got a chest in there. There's a lot of big angry mushroom men, but they do have a chest. What we're going to have to do is we don't really have the means to fight 4 giant angry mushroom men, but what we do have the means to do is just distract them. Why don't you all just come over here a bit? Come on, friends. That's it. That's it. This is the direction. Oh, there's a great vista over here we can look down upon. I don't see any big roly-poly cat creatures over there, actually. I don't know what's happened to them. I'm not complaining, because those things are always fuckholes, but... Right, now, if you'll excuse me, lads, I just have a treasure chest to open. Thanks for the 3 blue titanite trunks. Most appreciated. Not going to use them for anything, but at least they're colourful. Maybe I'll make myself a friendship bracelet out of them. Pretend I have friends. That would be cool. I say these guys give up quick, don't they? They didn't even like follow me all the way, they just sort of stopped. Right. Right then. All right. Over here, there lieth a large door. And usually what lieth beyond the large door is a certain big wolf boy, who everyone knows and loves. Doesn't mean that's necessarily let's try that sentence again. It doesn't mean it's necessarily going to be the case this time, though. Open the door. Allow me to just make some preparations over here before we step in, because if there is a big wolf boy in here, probably don't want to be fighting him with a paper mache weapon, do I? A nice field. Very pleasant around here. Lots of watery noises. Can I just, No Covenant of Artorias. Interesting. Does approaching this... Okay, it is a boss. Oh, it's the roly-poly cats! They have a new home. Why am I here again? It's fine. It's fine. There are worse places to end up, in all honesty. Let's just let's get another 25. 25 is a good number. We should strive to get all of our stats to 25. Be a perfectly even character. Don't excel in any one thing. So what we're going to need to do. This is the current game plan. We're going to have to go and give a little bit of attention to our good pal Andre. Because he's one of very few people around here who know how to turn a crumbled mess back into something approaching a usable weapon. Fuck. What's that noise? What like something just happened when I approached this. There it goes again. Is it just like the rocks dropping down up above? Are they that loud? Whatever.
Oh my, what a brilliant ember you have there.
What ember have I got now?
Legends of such specimens. The embers used for the secret rites of divine blacksmiths.
Did I not give him the divine ember?
I've long dreamed of forging divine weapons.
I'm sure I gave him... Oh, hallowed ember. Oh yeah, I got that in Painted World, didn't I? I mean, you kind of do, because, honestly, dude, if I'm being honest with you right now, one thing you most definitely cannot do is upgrade my my weapon past +10. You don't seem very good at that at present. If I'm going to be completely cards on the table with you. And that's something I would really appreciate. I'd quite like to get my weapon to +15 so I can do a bit more damage. That would be super swell. Probably should have upgraded some armor while I was there. I still haven't really settled on what I want to use though. The unfortunate problem I have in this game, I tend to not be able to settle on anything really. My carry weight at the moment, 39's half of that. What's half of 39? Anyone? 19.5. Okay, I can actually equip some more shit then. Got the capability of going up to that? No, we can't equip that much. This is some good muttering about nothing, isn't it? I hope you're enjoying it. We might finally give up on the dress, you know. We have some really rad gold trousers on. That doesn't feel right. Is that? Yeah, that's actually over my equip weight. I apparently can't do maths. We want to go more in the vicinity of 6-ish, I guess. Fortunately, that doesn't exist, so for now, here's what we're gonna do, right? Here's the plan. Painting Guardian waistcloth. And we're gonna finally equip some real gloves for once. Can we do the gauntlets a favour? Where does that put us? Nope, that's still overweight. I can't be fabulous in gold. Why does this game hate me? Elite Knight gauntlets. That should do it. Yep. Still fast and nimble. Still wearing a skirt. I think everything's worked out quite nicely. Excellent. Alright, here's what we're going to do. The garden is a place. I've noticed that the boss is essentially just a few roly-poly cats, which honestly could be a lot worse. But, and there's a but there, there's a dark presence in the basin. A dark presence which we have thus far failed to address. So maybe it's about time we address that in my new dress. Sound good? I think it sounds good. I'm actually quite glad I didn't equip the fabulous gold trousers, because I mean, Stabby Dave, she's got a man's name. She's a bit bulky. She's got a slightly boyish physique, and with the mask on, it's hard to tell she's a woman at all. So, keeping a skirt, you know, keeping a skirt equipped really does give her some way of embracing her femininity. Whoa, these go down easy. Look at that. Remember when these were terrifying? Remember when I first got here and was like, oh shit, there's no way I can kill those. All I have to do is give them a quick poke. A little poke. Just put a partisan in them. And, you know, everything worked out quite nicely. What probably isn't going to work out quite nicely is whatever I'm about to run into. Because I'm assuming this is where the dark presence is. Is this where the dark presence is? It said... It said the Dark Root Basin, right? This is the Dark Root Basin, last I checked. The top part's the Dark Root Garden. This is the basin, because it is at the base of the garden. You know what I mean? All I'm really seeing is a Hydra, though. Oh, is it because the entrance to the DLC is down here, isn't it? Has it just like unlocked the DLC for me without me having to do the stupid amulet business that you have to do in the first in the first one? I almost said, as if this is a bona fide sequel to Dark Souls. I guess I need to kill another one of these. You know what? Just for you guys, I'm going to speed this one up because, good lord, that last one took a long time. Oh, hello. Now I'm going to speed it up. After that happy little surprise. There we go. All out of heads. You poor fellow. What a way to die. Right. Well, at least that's done. That's one more thing chicked off the list. Chicked off the list. Those are words that literally just came out of my mouth. It almost sounds like a racial slur. It wasn't. It was just my tongue being incapable of forming human words. But, you know what? Chicked off the list it was. Chicked the hell off the list. I'm assuming... what am I looking at over there? Is that a chest? Is that a water chest? I don't just have a water chest. Or is it a frog? I think it's a frog. It also seems a bit pointless, but you know what? It exists. Is it dead? You're dead. Did the Hydra like accidentally kill this somehow or something? How the fuck did this end up dead? Like, I was right the way over there. Did it fall off something? Is full damage even a thing for enemies? I think it is, right? I don't even know anymore. Now that is a water chest. Not even a mimic. Look at that. How generous. Ooh. Nice. I'm nowhere near manly enough to wield that, but I appreciate it anyway. Yeah, this is a DLC right here. I wonder if the this mod extends to the DLC or not. I mean, the way you get into it's definitely different, but whether the actual content will change or not is something that remains to be seen, I suppose. Here we are, in a pool, in the reflecting pool in the fallen city of Ulasil. It's named different. That's not what it was originally named, I'm pretty certain of that. Like Sanctuary Guardian or... yeah, Sanctuary Guardian's the boss. Sanctuary Garden. Or something along those lines, I think. The Sanctuary Guardian in the Sanctuary Garden. Let's see what's in here today. Is it going to be the Sanctuary Guardian? It is. This is going to fucking destroy me. I'm not ready for this yet. Hello. I'm poking you. It's not got a lot of health, to be fair, but... and apparently it's pretty easy to stun. But then so am I, so... yeah, that went super swell. We'll come back for you later, Sanctuary Guardian. Because, I mean, even if I get past this fucker, Artorias is going to literally turn me inside out and wear me like a hat. So, I'm gonna not do this right now. Which means, once again, returning to the abandoned church. the Sanctuary Guardian can keep those 6,000 souls. Call it a bonus for the good work he's doing. Yeah, I noticed. Was it last video or the video before? I can't remember. I spent most of it repeatedly warping to the nursery. This one I'm repeatedly going to warp to here, just to change things up a bit, you know. Slightly different point to repeatedly warp to. Hooray, hurrah! So the question now is, which direction do I want to approach this from? Probably the one with less trees. Let's go this way. I nearly walked off a cliff. I was very close. I thought I had to go a little bit further before I turned around, but nope. Nope, that ain't it. That ain't it, son. That ain't it, boyo. Can't help but note that with all the repetitive shit I've been doing in this video, the only thing I fast forwarded was the thing that was actually like basically a boss fight. These things happen. Everyone knows the most exciting part to watch in a Dark Souls Let's Play is a dude running around in a forest. That's what you wanted. A manic gardener. An overzealous tree surgeon. That's what we all want to see. I think tree surgery sounds like a pretty cool job, to be fair. Like, not only do you get to call yourself a surgeon, when you're clearly not, you just like climb trees all day. Climb trees and cut bits off them. That sounds pretty fun. I mean, it's clearly too manly a job for me. Don't get me wrong. It's not something I could do, but I'm just saying it sounds pretty cool. You know, it's one of those like not unobtainable jobs that would actually be pretty fun to do. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather than go work in a supermarket or McDonald's or whatever. You could go cut bits off trees. It's a pretty cool job. Pretty cool. A job that's pretty cool. My stance ain't changing on that one. Right, this ladder now. This is a place we ain't been yet. Well, technically it is a place we've been yet. It's a different direction to a place we have been, but you know, there might be some nice things to find along the way, some pretty shinies for my collection. Basically the Little Mermaid of Dark Souls. I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty, but who cares? No big deal. I want more. I think I was talking about the Little Mermaid in another video, wasn't I? I don't know. You probably don't know either, but it was a thing. It was a thing. I think. It's a cool film. Cool film. Disney films in general, generally pretty good products. Not as into Pixar, but the classic sort of cartoon Disneys were some pretty hot shit, you know what I'm saying? They were a hot property. Snakes! 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 Could have gone a lot worse. I don't even know how I killed this one over here. That was clearly out of range of my partisan, but I'll take the kill. I will happily accept it. It's just a little mushroom. That's nothing to get worked up over. A little mushroom. There's just nothing in this area now. I mean, it was always a pretty pointless area anyway, because it's completely 100% optional. You could so easily just walk around it. And it was filled with roly-poly cats, which no one ever wanted to fight. So, you know, yeah, not really the most important area in the game, but like, there's just nothing there aside from that Wraith rune thing, which is another one of those runes that I don't really understand. I was promising myself I wouldn't look anything up about this mod. I've been very much enjoying doing it blind. But I might have to look up what the runes do, just to get some sort of clarification on that, because I mean, I'm too dumb to fathom it out on my own, on my lonesome, and I really don't want to waste them. But if there's something cool and reusable, then I should probably be reusing them coolly, you know what I'm saying? Right, Grave Stalkers. Stalkers of the Grave. Is there only one? I expected like 3 of you. Is it going to be one of those things where I kill 1 and then 2 more spawn or something? Is that the game we're playing here? Or are they just too far away to have aggroed on me yet? Oh, okay, ouch. Good bite. Good follow-up bite. You guys are... I just don't know how to fight them. I genuinely don't know how to fight them. I mean, chugging an Estus right in its face probably wasn't the best idea. I know how to dodge the roll. Seem to have that one down. Right. That was a third of the health bar. I really hope it's just 3 one-on-ones. I can handle that. If there's another one moving towards me right now, though, I'm probably fucked. But as I say, I'm not really well versed in roly-poly cats. I'll just chug an Estus while you're broken. Thanks for being broken, I appreciate that. Oh fuck, that was probably the most mistimed roll that ever happened. Not on his behalf, his roll was great. It was mine that was bad, my roll. There we go, I did it. I really dislike how that breaks lock on. That makes me very sad. Right, okay, that's 2 dispatched. Hello. You wasted no time. I can appreciate that. Get straight down to business. Can you just not kill me? Have you thought about that? Okay, now. I just want you to go away. Nerd. Sometimes you just have to yell nerd at a boss, you know? Ooh, the silver pendant. Interesting. That's not what I was expecting to get from this, but I'm awfully glad I did. Awfully glad I came here, because for those who don't know, for those people not in the know, the silver pendant is essentially... I wouldn't say it's essential to beating Manus, but it's very hard to beat the Manus fight without one of them. It deflects like one of his almost undodgeable skills, which it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. That was a nice little reward for my efforts. It's not really brought me any closer to finishing this game, but it's nice. It's a nice thing to have. And I suppose what I should be doing... I came here, honestly, if you want the lowdown, I came here because I wanted to get the Covenant of Artorias and go tackle the 4 Kings in New Londo. However, it seems that's not how this is going to play out for me. So we need to pick a new destination, which means either number 1, oh, goodbye. Yeah, I bet she dropped something as well. Hang on. I don't like to do this, but no, fuck it, actually. Fuck it, I'll pick it up next time I'm passing through. There'll be no saving and reloading here. Oh, hello. What was I saying? Number 1, my first option, Tomb of the Giants. It's dark, it's spooky, it's going to be absolute hell, considering the epic bonfire prank they just played on me, plus the fact I'm going to have to go back down through the fucking catacombs again. So I'm not overly keen on going there first. Number 2, Duke's Archives. Possible. Possible. I never really liked the Duke's Archives. One of my least favourite zones in the game, in all honesty. Just because of a lot of the enemies you fought there were kind of obnoxious. And the whole rotating staircase thing was never something I really enjoyed. But it's possible. It's a fairly short zone that I could go tackle, and Seath the Scaleless is... that was bullshit. Is historically one of the easier bosses. But my third option is the one which is calling out to me. Why am I fucking here? I want to go get those fucking souls back as well, which is really annoying because there was a few of them. And they could be useful. It means I'm going to have to warp to the abandoned church again and make my way back through the forest to get the fucking souls back off the stupid sword boy. Not fair, I was out of Estus. He assaulted me viciously. Basically a mugging. I don't like it. But anyway, yeah, my third option. Lost Izalith. A zone which a lot of people really dislike, but at the same time a zone which stands to see the most improvement with this mod, and with once again the name of the mod being Daughters of Ash, which stinks to me of being a reference to the daughters of the Witch of Izalith herself. All that adds up to Izalith probably being my number 1 choice right now. And so, once I have achieved my current goals, retrieved my current souls, reprieved some friendly gnolls, aggrieved some dirty holes. I don't know, I'm running out of things that rhyme. Once I've got these back, and got this little asshole who's desperate to backstab me, really fucking desperate to backstab me, he was going full on with that shit. Look at him, he's just sprinting after me. The next step in our journey is for hopefully the last time to warp to the nursery. Please don't backstab me while I'm boning, thank you. Awfully generous of him. Can I level up? Oh, look how close I was. I can do something with that. I can. What does this say while we're here? This is the rune dictated by the mysterious Alvina, who leads the clan of the Hunters in the Darkroot Garden, who I completely ignored because I don't want to join her fucking covenant. Many tales from the ancient Ulysses speak of ghosts of the dead who wandered the royal forest at dusk and took vengeance upon the guilty. This rune suggests a more mundane truth. No one remains to interpret these lost words, but the symbols etched into the runic weapons seem to resonate with their sound. Yeah. Very interesting. Very interesting. One of these should do the trick. I just noticed that those cheap ones, it didn't do the trick. I have to use another one. I've noticed that those cheap ones heal HP, which might make them a suitable alternative to Estus flasks if I'm ever in a similar situation to that which I was in before. These buff attack power as well. I should really probably be using these at more appropriate times, but fuck it. Fuck it, says I. Yeah, we'll keep going with dexterity because I haven't found Quailani yet, and I think dedicating myself to pyromancy when I'm stuck with like basic bitch spells probably wasn't the best idea. So take me. Just take me. Just take me, please. Take me to the nursery. Take Me to the Nursery sounds like a song by fucking Some really edgy new metal band. I can imagine that being a track off a Korn album or something. There we go. We're back with our fair lady, and this is a glorious place to log off for next time. I'll see you for the next video, where hopefully we'll be tackling the fiery lands of Fiery Fire. It'll be swell. Let's see what happens then, shall we? See you later.